now we see the hospitality industry is demonstrating remarkable resilience and recovery. Post-COVID-19 era, globally, hotel occupancy rates have not only rebounded, but in many regions exceeded pre-pandemic levels, averaging around 72%, up by 8 percentage points compared to 2019. Then we see the contribution to Nigeria's GDP in the first quarter of 2025. Accommodation, food services, that grew by 2.65% in real terms. Restaurant and hotel projections estimated growth there, that could reach about 24.37% by 2028. And we see the WTTC projecting Nigeria's tourism sector will reach 11.2 trillion in GDP contribution in 2025. Quite the projection there. But let's drill down on what's really happening. Joining us for this conversation, we have Mrs. Rita Opiah. She's a general manager, Park Inn by Raddison. Joining me right here in the studio. It's great to have you. Good morning.
Good to have you. Good morning, Laddie.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So, post-COVID-19, I guess we can say things are looking up for the hospitality industry. Then if you're looking back at, the last Detty December, definitely we did see, some green light there, for your industry. So, talk to me about, what's happening right now, how you're seeing the recovery, so far for hospitality industry and hotels.
Okay, thank you. Pandemic, it's something that it can't really erase from human in any case. So COVID-19 was actually a global nightmare. People lost their job, people lost their life, and for the life of the people that lost, may God continue to give them eternal rest all over the globe. So, but the significant thing is, immediately after the pandemic, there was rise in jobs. And the hospitality industry, there was this remarkable resilience in occupancy, in gaining back guest confidence, both B2B and B2C. There was that growth. How it happened, we don't know. I think Nigeria was actually one of the countries that rebounded almost immediately. So I will just narrow it down, just to give, for the benefit of the conversation, just in my own property, just to give an insight. Park Inn by Raddison VI, is the one of the brand in Raddison Group. So after the restriction, we could see the rise of B2B. Because people want to connect with their colleagues. There's a lot of team bonding, business activities, there's a whole lot of conferencing. Then to B2C, we see the rise in B2C because a whole lot of people were starved in connection, a whole lot. So there's a whole lot of influx, of staycation, and parties everywhere. So I would say in general that everybody, both upper mid-scale hotel, mid-scale hotel, lower mid-scale hotel, they all participated in the market share. Yes, some could be more than 50%, and some could be more than 45%, some could be more than. So for us, I think we got a whole lot of about 50% market share. So the rebound was so remarkable. It's so remarkable. And another thing, it also helped us to, have the opportunity to create more strategies to navigate. Should there be any uncertainties? Because are there going to be uncertainties? Definitely no. But I don't wish to be pandemic in any case. No,
we're definitely not going there again. Hopefully, at this point.
But at least we have the strategies to navigate. Should there be any?
And we still have geopolitics to deal with at this time. We're seeing protectionism. We're hearing countries like the US saying you have to put down a bond, before you can travel there. And we know how Nigerians love to travel out to enjoy. But I guess this is pushing us towards domestic tourism, at this point, because I'm looking at it, I'm saying, you know what, I want to enjoy Nigeria. I want to enjoy other parts of Africa, at this point. I don't want to go out, even though, some people love that, they like to, go for summer vacation out of the continent and all of that. So how are you seeing domestic tourism, so far? How are you guys, positioning for that? For Nigerians that might want to just stay here, and maybe other African, countries want to come here to Nigeria and have fun.
I think that's made two of us, because I have a huge concern for domestic tourism. It's something that we have to really focus. And I'm happy that what is going on, because the pros and cons, I'm looking at the cons, Now, the number one thing is, everybody knows when you get visa, you get tourist visa. Hardly you get business visa. What are they going to do? They're going for tourism in another country. So they are feeding the GDP of the country. Now, with the currency fluctuation and the high cost of travel, international travel, so it has made us to see opportunities here in Nigeria to promote our culture and heritage. And I give it to the social media content creators. They have also done a very good job. They have really, really projected Nigeria. As a matter of fact, you could see in my own property, you could pop into a guest in the morning for breakfast, and you see that this is a brand new client. He doesn't know about Nigeria, but he wants to come visit destinations. He wants to come explore Nigeria. So it helps us. So it also helps us for people to look inward, because they are promoting destinations, and people, families, friends, groups, reunioning, they want to go there as well, to visit those destinations. So they are projecting out very well, and I'm really happy what they are doing.
Right.
Social media has its own advantage.
Yeah, because sometimes it could either be a call out, or maybe they're trying to help somebody's cause, when it comes to social media. But, definitely we know that, some of these influencers, most of the time, I follow some of them, and, they tell you about spots in Nigeria that you've not, visited before, and they make it look so good. And I'm wondering, is it really that good?
To be honest with you, it is. Because the team bonding I had last year is through social media. I pop into social media, and I had the destination that we're actually projecting. So I sent my team to go there. We went there, and we found it. And it was really pretty. It was nice. And that is where we've been using for team bonding. As a matter of fact, next year, we went there last year, we went there this year, and by God's grace, next year we're going to go there. So, but the only thing is just for us to be more intentional and put a bit of professionalism. What we project is what we see. That's only what the advice I can give.
What about on the security front? Because definitely when you hear some of these travel advice, coming from outside, the continent, outside Nigeria, there's also that safety concern. How much does it discourage some clientele from abroad, coming in, to the country and actually using services here?
For me, I think everything is braveness. Security concern is virtually everywhere. If you're even traveling out for a tourist destination, you can't really say what you can see there. But the only thing that you have to put the security measures in place. And that is also what Nigeria, or rather the hospitality and tourism sector, that is also what they are focusing on, and they are big on that. Because if you don't give security to the client, you can't give them any confidence to come. So they are really putting that in place, and it's working.
Right. And, definitely there's also that mix of, you have the business traveler, you also have the, leisure traveler, at this point. What's the mix like, in your experience?
Okay, for us, the current clientele is a mixture. Is a business mix of business and leisure travelers.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, pleasure of. So, whilst during the week, we have a strong presence of business. Then weekend, the leisure dominates the weekend, public holidays, and it also has made us to target marketing and also to create more packaging. Now you can see that as we are going towards the end of the year, we are looking forward for Dirty December. As a matter of fact...
Is it going to be dirtier?
Oh, it's going to be dirtier, man. Because, last year, I was going through the through the hotel intelligence, and it was projected that, as a matter of fact, Detty December boosted significantly the Nigerian hospitality sector. And we are hoping it's going to happen this year, even more.
Are we seeing bookings ahead?
Like guaranteed. For my hotel, Parking by Raddison VI, guaranteed. I mean it. Guaranteed booking. You can imagine that we realize with the analysis 54 billion naira. In USD, about 37 million USD. I mean, it's a lot. It's a huge contribution to the Nigerian economy. I mean, I can see some countries that depend on the tourism sector and they are thriving. So,
yeah,
I can't wait, because our brothers and sisters, you know, we are very good in family values.
Right.
So in diaspora, so I mean, they have created enough awareness.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's great, you know, definitely. But very interesting conversation. But right now, for our DSTV viewers, we're going to join a live coverage. The Tertiary Institution Staff Support Fund launch. That's happening for DSTV viewers, but you can continue the conversation on Business Morning on all other platforms. And right here, we've been talking about the tourism industry in Nigeria, what to expect for this December, and definitely you said it's going to be dirtier. Dirtier, you know, at this point. I'm definitely looking forward to that, and yeah, who knows, you know, maybe I might just enjoy it. Hopefully I'm not working.
Unfortunately, last year I traveled. This year I said no, because I was over there and I was hearing it's getting hot. It's hot. It's hot. Now I'm going anywhere.
Yeah. So I guess everyone's getting ready.
Absolutely.
At this point. And you know, we hope we bring in all of that, because I love tourism money.
Absolutely.
It's forex that stays. It doesn't have to go. It's not hot money. It's not, you know, FPI. You know, I like that. So what do you think? Very genuine. Yes. What are you seeing for the remaining quarters now, you know, for the hospitality industry?
Yeah, at the moment now, it's a bit low. It's a bit slow. It's a bit slow because I believe, I also asked some of my colleagues, it's a bit slow. So I believe that so many people travel for summer holiday. So it's a bit slow. But getting towards the fourth quarter to the end, we've had that traffic in inquiries and confirmed guaranteed bookings. So at the moment now, is a bit slow.
Right, but are you seeing, you know, other African countries actually, you know, ramping up tourism at this point? Who do you think we should be learning from when it comes to, you know, most of the countries doing well now with tourism?
I think Kenya and Tanzania. They are very, I mean, I follow their trend, and more especially Kenya. Kenya is very, very intentional about their tourism sector. They are they are feeding it. They are feeding it as much as they could to attract investors, to attract, you know, other tourists to come in.
Right.
So they are feeding it. I'm following their
Kenya
trend. Yeah.
And Tanzania.
Yeah.
At this point.
Kenya, yeah.
Thank you so much. It was great having this conversation with you. Ms. Rita, Opiah, General Manager, Park Inn by Raddison.
Thank you for coming.